Greetings, everyone. Grace and peace. This is Charles here with another Midweek Recharge. And this week, I want to talk to you about having everything you need for the needs that you have. As you know, we've been going through Paul's letters. In a former time, they were called epistles. Paul's letters, his communication to believers all over the region of Asia Minor, Canaan, Galilee, across Rome, during his missionary journeys and subsequent incarceration. And so Paul finds himself in a Roman prison, and he's writing a letter to a group of believers that he actually has never had the opportunity to meet in a city called Colossae, and he's addressing the Colossians. And Paul has received a report about the Colossians from one of his colleagues, who's actually the pastor and founder of the church in Colossae, a gentleman by the name of Epaphras. And Epaphras is sharing the good news of how the church is growing and the believers are prospering, and the worship services are fantastic, but there's pressure. There's pressure from ethnic Jews that want the Jews that are part of this church gathering in Colossae to return to the Mosaic Law. And there's pressure for the Gentile believers that are part of this new movement to return to their pagan and polytheistic practices. And so there's this external pressure that's happening, and Paul is encouraging the Colossians to stay together by reminding them of the power that's in them through the Spirit of Christ. That Christ is the beginning of all creation. That he is the firstborn of all creation, and through his resurrection, he was the firstborn of the resurrection. And so in Christ dwells the fulfillment of all our needs, and when we accept Christ, we accept that Spirit in us. And so if Christ has everything in him, and we accept Christ into our lives, then guess what? We have everything in us. And so I know that's very religious, very spiritual, but can we make it practical? Yeah, well, we absolutely can. Because when you think about the idea that in each stage, in each phase of your life, your growth, your development, you have everything you need. It's just a matter of recognizing it or pulling it together. You may find yourself in a position where you're trying to change careers, or you're looking to move or relocate, start a new business, invent a new product, and you're not quite sure where to start. And the best place to start is always to look inside. So my challenge for you this week is to view the challenges that you may be facing through the perspective of, what is it I already possess? What's in me? What are my current skills, my experience, my connections, my education? What is it that I already have access to that can help me meet the needs to solve this current situation? Let that be your recharge.